Whereas National Preparedness Month creates an important opportunity for every resident of Gadsden to prepare their homes, businesses, and communities for any type of emergency, from national disasters to potential terrorist attacks. Investing in the preparedness of ourselves, our families, our businesses, and communities can reduce fatalities and economic devastation in our communities and in our nation. The Gadsden Etowah County Emergency Management Agency and other federal, state, local, private, and volunteer agencies are working to increase public awareness concerning the importance of preparing for emergencies and to persuade individuals to take action. Emergency preparedness is the responsibility of every citizen of Gadsden, and all citizens are urged to make preparedness a priority by taking 4 simple steps. 1, get an emergency supply kit. 2, make a family emergency plan. 3, be informed about the types of emergencies that can occur in Gadsden. And 4, get involved with local preparedness organizations and efforts. Therefore, be it resolved that I, Sherman Guy, Mayor of the City of Gadsden, hereby proclaim September 2017 as National Preparedness Month, and encourage all citizens and businesses to develop their own emergency preparedness plan. And if you see what's going on in Houston, I just can't imagine that stuff. Even I've seen it on TV. The other thing is, we got another one headed. They say it may take a right turn, but I'm worried it's not going to. But anyway, would you like to take a picture? Can you get them all?
Let's go ahead and guys.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a couple of things that we would like to share with the council members, Councilwoman Toles and Councilman Reed. We are starting today with the help of your city engineers and the engineering department, the groundbreaking on the 2 shelters that we've been anticipating. So that's another move towards preparedness within the city, and we're excited about those things. But we have several other things going on, and if you'll allow time, I would like for each of the staff members to tell you about one of those if we have time. Thank you.
All right, so this month is a National Preparedness Month, and we want citizens to take this time to better prepare yourself and your families for any disaster that may strike our community, because it is not if, but when it will happen. Take this time to review evacuation routes. That's not something that we often think about. Review your plan for sheltering in place. Look at your emergency supply kits that you have on hand, and once you prepare yourself and your family, try to become a part of something larger. Help your community to get prepared, whether it be at church or on campus. And David here can tell you a little bit about our CERT program, which is the Community Emergency Response Team, which is a great way to help your community prepare for disasters.
Thank you. Yes, I'm going to talk about CERT, Community Emergency Response Team. We have trained about 275 people throughout the county already in this. This program has been going on since 2008. And we have another session of classes coming up next month, October 3rd, 5th, 10th, 12th, 17th, and 19th. And we teach disaster preparedness in those. Some search and rescue, fire safety, just all kinds of, each session is something different that will help you to help your neighbor. And if it's a real disaster, just like in Texas, there's not enough people, professionals, to go around to help everybody. So we kind of try to help you be prepared to help your family and your neighbors in a time of disaster. So I've got some flyers here. I'll just leave a few of them at the back door, and if anybody's interested, take one and give us a call down at the EMA, and we'll sign you up. Thank you.
Lastly, we wanted to mention a relief for Rosenberg. As the mayor had mentioned, the devastation in the Houston area is unimaginable. As you may have seen the article in the paper, several of the individuals directly affected by this event, Hurricane Harvey, have referred to it as, rain of biblical proportions. I mean, that's unimaginable for any area. But Director Gaither had tasked me with finding a city in the Houston metro area that may not have gotten as much news coverage as Houston had. It's wonderful that folks are helping out Houston, but there are also other communities that need help. And so through a mutual friend that I had in the Houston area that pastors a church, he was able to put me in touch with some folks in Rosenberg, Texas. And so we have adopted Rosenberg, Texas. It's a community of comparable size to Gadsden. It's located about 30 miles southwest of the Houston metro area. Over 5,400 rescues and 2 fatalities have occurred in this area. And we felt like, as the EMA and the voluntary organizations active in disaster, the citizens of Gadsden as well as Etowah County would identify with a community that was of comparable size, possessed many of the same characteristics, demographics. And so we will be kicking off with our VOAG group, our voluntary organizations active in disaster, donation fund drive tomorrow. It'll be a drive-through donation drop-off. We'll be doing it from noon tomorrow until 6 at the old JCPenney's building at the Gadsden Mall. We'll have volunteers set up. We've got a list on our Facebook page or social media page of the items that are being requested by the folks that are on the ground there in Rosenberg. Muck out kits is what they refer to them as, to basically get all of the mud and the debris out of the house. So we encourage everyone to take part and to go to the website to get the information and be able to drop off those supplies to help folks out. Because as we've all learned, it's out there. I mean, as the mayor had mentioned, Irma's out there churning. Still moves a little bit further west. It may be an issue for the Gulf Coast. So it's not as Brianna said, it's not a question of if it happens, but when it happens.
I guess you can give those dates and times one more time.
Yes, sir. We'll be doing the drive-through donation drop-offs beginning tomorrow, September the 6th, from noon until 6 p.m. at the old JCPenney's building at the Gadsden Mall. Thank you.